Calling me a Blair mega fan when I was stressing how we need to protect creators from people like her is the most disingenuous thing you did in your response and destroyed any shred of integrity you could possibly have in your video, but you call it trolling. So I'm just going to put this at the start of the video like I've been doing to clarify, and if you can't even watch this much, then you have a problem. I am not a Blair fan. I am not her sister. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever to ever say those things about me because I've been speaking out against her behavior. I'm saying that we need to protect people, especially small channels, from behavior like hers, and that it will not end with her. That there are so many people on YouTube who are doing the same thing and none of them are getting caught, and I explained why. You would understand that if you watched any of my video. You can complain about my delivery, but what you don't understand is that the reason why my delivery is the way that it is because this has been happening on YouTube for years and years to small channels who cannot speak up for themselves because no one listens. So someone like me has to come along and yell it out for all of you to hear. Someone like me who is willing to take it, who is able to fucking take it despite you saying I can't take the criticism, has to put themselves out there and make a thumbnail so enraging and a title so enraging that it will create the exact scenario that I said exists all across YouTube. Because there are people posting harmless videos all the time, and then they get comments from people who didn't watch it. No one's gonna say anything about those type of scenarios because they don't think it's a big deal, and they don't want to speak up for someone who's small. They don't want to platform small people. It's this whole toxic system. They want you to crawl your way up to the top even when you're not doing anything harmful. So when something does get as bad as the clicks situation, and you're small, people still don't listen to you because all you have is a bunch of slander and lies in your comment section because you're told by big YouTubers that if you censor that, then you can't handle criticism and you're still the problem. You just have to allow people to lie about you and take you out of context and twist everything and spread rumors and bully you, or else it's your fault. You try to defend yourself, it's all your fault. And nobody sticks up for these small channels. So these people are so dumb they don't even realize that I made the video the way that I did because your reaction would prove my point. If you can't sit through this video and understand that, then that's on you. But I'm gonna put this at the very beginning so that you can understand why what he did was so awful. Because he couldn't put his ego to the side to protect other channels, especially small creators and people with no voice. He has no integrity, and it's a problem. Okay, so while I was doing my premiere for this video, I got a message from one of my viewers in the live chat who was telling me that Curtis made a video on me. They said that he did it about 16 minutes ago, which shows that he purposefully timed it so that our videos would go up at the exact same time, because I actually, at the last second, held off my premiere for a few minutes extra because I wasn't gonna be ready to watch it at the time I initially had. If it wasn't for that, our videos would have went up at the exact same time, which means that he did that on purpose. But he also went into my premiere. All those things will be brought up when I go through the video. I'm just letting you guys know that I'm recording these pieces outside of the context of the original recording, which was my reaction. Now you're going to see what my reaction was. And you have to remember that I went in not knowing what I was going to see. So I was just like, okay, whatever, he's going to be stupid again. And that's kind of the mindset that I had at the time. Okay, so this is the video that Curtis made on me. And so for all of you who were accusing me of using clickbait in my thumbnail, this is clickbait. It says in the thumbnail, first of all, it looks like a YouTube upload, but it isn't my upload. So he screenshotted it as if he was screenshotting one of my videos. And then he edited it with my channel face there and then put, "It's your fault." And then he says, "Illuminaughtii mega fan." When my whole video was the exact opposite of me being a mega fan of her. I was literally saying that what he was doing was helping Illuminaughtii. The way that he was behaving in his video, not taking it seriously, getting things wrong, and just repeating what everyone else is saying actually creates an incentive for people like Illuminaughtii to get as bad as she does. So that's the opposite of me being a mega fan when I'm saying, hey, we all need to be more responsible to stop people like Blair from getting away with all of these bad things. So that's clickbait. But I know they're gonna go up in my comment section and be like, hey, you don't know that you got the clickbait. Kurena's got all the clickbait. You're just clickbaiting everybody. You're rage baiting. If this isn't clickbait and rage bait, I don't know what the fuck is. So anyway, let me just get into his stupid ass video because we're already off to the dumbest start possible. Oh God. Right there. Like, it's just like, I don't know what he has to say, but Those filters, man, I'm just going to assume he's gonna do the same bullshit. Here we go.
Guys, it's happened. I didn't think it would, but it's happened. I've been cancelled by...
What?
Illuminati
Okay, hang on.
fan with
It's buffering. I've been canceled. I wasn't trying to cancel you. That actually means that if he says that, he's worried about getting canceled for what I said. It's just a Freudian slip, just so you guys know.
I didn't think it would, but it's happened. I've been cancelled by an Illuminati.
Let me speed this up because I do not want to hear him like just drag out these fucking stupid ass jokes. Let's see, it's 12 minutes. Let's do 1.5. It's too fast to slow down.
Without further ado, I just want to apologise to her. So here that goes. I'm sorry, Kurena, for being happy in my videos. I'm sorry for being so. I think it would, but.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Kurena, for being happy in my videos. I'm sorry for being joyful and positive.
I'm so sorry for being happy and joyful and positive while trivializing a YouTuber who was associating someone else with enabling pedophilia and saying that it's okay to just call people fat because they're not insults, they're just jokes. And if you're offended by someone trying to offend you, you're a snowflake. I'm so sorry for being happy about doing all that. You should be sorry, yeah, but you're not.
I realise that's not the way to be now. I should be angry and full of hatred in my voice. I realise that even the littlest things on the
You should definitely be angry at people who are doing the things that I just said.
internet should bother me. With that said, my final message
And that
would
should
be,
bother me.
I realise that even the littlest things on the internet should bother me.
How is it little? I'm telling you, like, he's so fucking dumb. I should be bothered by the little things of people using actual Darvo behavior against someone, falsely accusing them of things, twisting scenarios and trying to slander and discredit people who are victimized by those very actions.
Angry and full of hatred in my voice. I realise that even the littlest things on the internet should bother me. With that said,
Did he watch the video? I don't think he did.
my final message would be, suck my big fat juicy nuts, Kurena. So yeah, as you guys heard, I've been cancelled by the biggest Illuminati fan in the world. Yeah, it's pretty serious. Oh, yeah.
How? Like, again, it's just bullshit. He's like, she's such a fan. He's already doing everything that I said in part 2.
Why should I watch this video? Well, she tries to cancel you as well. Her second video is all about you. Fan in the world. Yeah, it's pretty serious. Oh, yeah. Why should I watch this video? Well, she tries to cancel you as well. By
Let me see. I'm gonna put this in 1.2.
yeah, you've seen that's correct. So yeah, as you guys heard, I've been cancelled by the biggest Illuminati fan in the world. Yeah, it's pretty serious. You're asking, why should I watch this video? Well, she tries to cancel you as well. Her second video is all about you, okay?
I tried to cancel the comments section. What? Do you know what canceling means?
So stick around for that. Just to let you know, you're only going to be seeing this half of me today because it's currently 30 degrees Celsius in London. I'm bollock naked from the waist down.
I'm sweating my ass off because I'm fucking nervous and stressed out about Kurena's video. So stressed out that I didn't even watch it because I'm scared of what he has to say.
So this is how we're going to be filming it. This is the vibe today. Sweet.
He's looking a little shiny. I think he actually is sweating. Like, is he actually nervous about what I said?
What did this wet blanket actually say? Well, first of all, just to know a bit of trivia for you, she deletes comments when people don't agree with her. So if you comment disagreeing with her, you're done. You're gone, okay?
I literally made a whole part 2 explaining that I don't mind disagreements, but what I mind is people saying that I said things I did not say. You cannot spam false accusations in my comment section.
She can't hear any criticism whatsoever. She'll cry
That's not criticism. Like, you don't know what words mean.
about it. Seriously, she'll hop on the internet and cry about it. That's just what she does. That's the best thing that's her job. She
Can you prove it? Can you show something that I said? Again, you're doing exactly what I said in part 1. You're not showing any proof.
cries on the internet because she can't take criticism. You know why? Because you're wrong and she's...
I can't take criticism, but you won't list a single critique that I made so far about your video. Okay.
right. That's the way it works around here, okay? Just remember that. You're wrong. She's right. Brilliant. Let's get into it.
When I'm always saying that we all get stuff wrong, we have issues, we have to try to work on them. What are you talking about?
Guys, I shouldn't be positive, should I? Sorry. Damn it! That's better. Let's get into it.
Well, you don't give a fuck like this fucking dumbass here. He's literally laughing over what I said because he doesn't want anyone to hear a single thing. Like, I just want to see if he's gonna play anything in context. Or anything at all.
Prick. So she made a reaction video reacting to my Illuminati
She said fucking dumbass, I'm gonna call her a prick. Okay.
video and she shredded me. So let's take a look.
So I'm just gonna watch this one first. Okay, so this is the first one. Oh my god, is he gonna focus on the part where I said that his jokes are bad? Like, is that really the first thing you're gonna show people? Ugh, I'm already annoyed. That filter, whatever. So I'm gonna say all this stuff that she talked about, but show you none of that first. What? All that stuff she said about the commenters and stuff, I'm not gonna show that. I'm gonna show this random thing instead. Okay.
Bitch got triggered by a filter.
There's nothing funny about it.
What?
There's no context. You can't even understand what I'm saying when you're clipping it like that. It's so stupid.
1 second into the video. Now that's what you call pathetic and petty.
Fucking pathetic.
Right.
I specifically said that when you see a filter like that, you already know what kind of video it's going to be. And I was right. It was exactly what I said it was going to be, which means I recognize the pattern of behavior.
Back to another episode of Bad Haircuts.
All this is going to go over his dumbass head, so I don't even know why I'm bothering.
In this video, we're going to be talking about a channel called...
Okay, you guys, these intros from these drama channels, they're like, all right, you guys, I'm going to talk in the most ridiculous way possible. Let's make a joke here. Here we go. It's your boy. We're going to get into the drama now with the dramatic music. Yes, I am a comedian, not really.
Oh, and straight
2 minutes and 30 seconds. He hasn't proved that I'm Illuminaughti's fan. He hasn't shown anything.
away again. Nitpicking. Already. 10 seconds later.
Like, that comment doesn't invalidate the other things I said. Focus on the actual points that I made.
This is about me making a ridiculous intro. So my intro's
This is about me making...
ridiculous. I said, welcome back, everyone. Yeah, I mean, I completely agree, Kurena. I was completely over the top.
I am stupid. Hey, everyone. So, I wanted to talk about the new controversy.
Whoa! You see that? Wait.
He went back to my fucking... Oh my god, like, he was so triggered, you guys. Like, he actually went through my channel. So we are going to just see if he actually said anything about the video.
That's a bad place. In Kurena's eyes, she doesn't belong in the good place. She belongs in the best place.
I mean, obviously there's a place better.
When I have said the exact fucking opposite. Like, how are you gonna go through my videos and not represent it properly?
Than this.
Petty instead of what's actually happening, which is someone who's breaking the law in many different ways over years. This is someone who has been slandering and stealing content, and you sum it up by calling it petty, which is... That was me talking about what Blair was doing, but I sound like her biggest fan. Do you not see how you're misrepresenting it like a fucking idiot? Really disingenuous.
Second of all, I think that her accusing somebody of copying her editing style, a style that's been around for years, is pretty petty. I would say it's extremely petty. Wouldn't you agree? No, of course you don't. Of course you don't. Because for the good of man...
Okay, let's fucking go back and actually see what I said. Oh lord, he's a dumbass. This is so fucking sad. I even put chapters. That's the saddest thing. You can just go to the chapters. Like, there's literally a chapter right here about it being petty.
Be the pettiest YouTuber on the platform.
And you sum it up by calling it petty, which is really disingenuous, but he's doing that because then that sounds more lighthearted and satirical. Okay, so for everybody who's as hard of hearing as Curtis over here, I know it's hard to hear through all his bullshit filters. But I specifically said summing it all up as if it's just petty. And what did he say?
I think that her accusing somebody of copying her editing style, a style that's been around for years, is pretty petty.
And that's why he put the text up there saying, which is how the current drama started. But you said she, period, her as a person, has to be the pettiest YouTuber on the platform. And so I said, you summing it up. So why are you focusing on one of the petty things she did instead of the summary? You don't know how to fucking listen.
I would say it's extremely with anyone. She's always right. Everyone else is always right.
Kurena's always right. He thinks I'm right. That's why he keeps fucking saying it, because I never said I'm always right. Like, at all. He just thinks I'm right. You made the video because everybody's making videos on it. She didn't really want to give them the information, so they figured out how to do it themselves. Content on, him and trying to lose him and all this stuff. And she like hid it from our pants, so they figured out how to... What does that even mean? I think he's trying to say that I'm being hypocritical for summarizing his summary, but I said it's okay to summarize stuff as long as you have something to add. So I really don't know what point he's making here. It's hard to make out the clips, but I think that's what those clips are, and that's not a point, but whatever. This is so dumb. This is now the dumbest fucking response video I've ever seen, and that's sad because the last one I got was really fucking bad.
It's Kurena's, which is 39 minutes and 48 seconds long.
And you haven't shown anything substantial to show why. Like, that just proves that I said more than what you're saying, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I shouldn't I? That would...
He looks so mad. Like, he literally looks so annoyed. Just look at his face. Look. He's like, oh my god. I'm stupid.
Although you are right, I definitely do recaps in my videos, but you know why? When you have people that like you, like an audience that actually likes your content.
Yeah, I have an audience of people that like my content, including all the people in the premiere that you were just commenting in. I'm gonna just show you some of the screenshots from the premiere. He was in my premiere, and they were all supporting my content. At the end of the premiere, they were supporting me so much that he said, stop flirting with my girlfriend. Like, oh, you guys, I'm the only one who can say all these lovey-dovey things about her. Like, what? I'm telling you, like, he's got some weird, like, conflicting feelings or something, because it's like, he's like, this bitch, and he's like, suck my balls, and he's just like, stop flirting with my girlfriend, but no one wants to hear what you have to say, but I'm gonna go look at your videos, and he's like, fuck you, but at the same time, he's saying all this stuff, and I don't know, but it's just, like, really creepy. It's weird, and he was there. Like, is he, like, sexually deprived or something? Like, I don't know.
They don't tend to go to other YouTubers too much about drama. They go to their favorite.
No, they go to, like, 20. Dude, at the start of his original video, he played multiple YouTubers talking about the sad milk incident. So he himself watched multiple videos on it before saying anything. To some degree, but he's really gonna act like he doesn't understand the mind of the average viewer. No, they're just going to their favorite YouTuber. It's not like they're just clicking on as much of the controversy as possible that's out there until they're fucking exhausted. So that's not true, but whatever.
YouTuber, which sometimes could be me. So therefore, I have a favorite YouTuber and they like watching me. I know you don't know anything about that, but that's alright.
You don't know anything about people liking your content, but you're literally calling me your girlfriend and saying that you love me so much, which is probably a fucking Freudian slip because you sat through my whole premiere. You were there until the end. But it didn't mean anything, right? Okay.
Don't worry, but honestly, you're my favorite YouTuber. I'm actually a really big fan. I really like the video you done, the random updates video. Yeah.
Why would... What? I can't, let me see the timestamp. Oh my god.
Really big fan. I really like the video you done, the random.
3 years ago. Why would you go to... How many videos of mine did he watch? This guy is legit obsessed with me. Why would you go back to... And the title is so underwhelming. It's a little picture. It says random updates. Let's talk. March 2020. 3 years ago. 340 views. Who would even click on that in this situation? Like... I wonder how many videos he actually watched.
Updates video. Yeah, that was awesome. You don't like...
Again, it's not even that funny. Like, what the fuck? Oh,
Shut the...
He's not talking about anything that I said.
hell up, bitch.
Shut the hell up, bitch, for nothing. Like, I didn't show you say anything. No wonder why that guy unsubscribed to you. And I told you it was gonna be this. Like, I'm still waiting.
Yeah. Twat. If I feel like laughing, Kurena, I laugh. Because I can laugh, because I enjoy them.
I laugh because I can't take anything seriously. I didn't say you have to take everything seriously. I said you can't take anything seriously, and you are proving my point. This is your brain when you're on dopamine. Like, these people are legit addicts.
No, I'm very relaxed, very calm guy, loves to laugh.
Like, I really don't even understand why he made this video. People dislike bombed part 1 and part 2. It's like he was saying, oh, she's canceling me and she's trying to cancel you when, according to your metrics.
When you have people that like you, like an audience that actually likes your content, I know you don't know anything about that, but that's alright.
You said no one was supporting me and they dislike bombed me. So seriously, like, why'd you even make this? You could have just stayed quiet about it and all your supporters... This person was subscribed to you until you said something about it. I really don't understand why he did it. Somebody please explain it to me. The only thing I can conclude is that he did it because he genuinely, his feelings were hurt. And so he wanted to hurt mine as bad as his were hurt. And that's why he spent the whole video making fun of me and bullying me, essentially. Calling me a bitch, telling me to suck his and all this other stuff. Like, he really wanted to, like, make me as red as he is right now. And it's so funny because me and him just don't have the same humor. Like, we don't laugh at the same things. So a lot of what he's saying is making me laugh right now, but I don't know, it's just, perspective is so interesting. Anybody who's talking about how happy and calm they are has some fucking issues with negativity. Like, you can't handle it. That's not my fault that you're emotionally stunted.
And just have a good time.
Look at how red he is. Like, he's so upset. Oh my god, he's so red in his face right now. What the fuck? His chin. Oh my god, he's so upset.
Sorry if that annoys you.
Because this was just embarrassing.
You know what you are? An energy vampire. That's the vibe I get from you. You just suck people's good energy out of them and just make them miserable.
Like, he's saying that because he's miserable right now. He's just telling you all that I suck the energy out of him. He's so fucking mad right now. This is so sad.
This is how you sound in your videos. Just to let you know, that's the vibe you give off. Okay?
Well, you don't give a fuck like this. No, I definitely give off a different vibe to other people. And that's just so egotistical that he thinks that his opinion of me is everybody's opinion of me. Like, he's so stupid. Oh my god. Dumbass here. Nobody gives a shit. You're still showing no context. Why did I say that? You're not showing anybody anything. You're just shitting on me. And it's gonna backfire to anyone who's a critical thinker. And it's gonna hurt your own subscriber base because the people actually give a fuck about consistency and integrity are gonna see that you don't have any. Conversations on drama because of how stupid everyone is. But if you raise your voice as a fucking woman, everybody has a problem with it. They're like, that was a different video. That was the second video. And that was me talking about the fact that men scream and yell all the time and nobody cares. Angrily, happily, seriously, jokingly, whatever. They're always screaming and nobody cares. And I'm gonna show you a guy who was screaming at disabled people and everyone liked his video. And so I said the only difference I see between me and him is that I am a small channel and I'm a woman. But he's gonna take that out of context and he's literally trying to paint me as if I'm just this angry, enraged, Blair fan, feminazi person. Like, you're doing everything I said. You just made this situation 10 times worse by reacting to it emotionally. He gave out an emotional reaction, not an intelligent one. He didn't add anything to help the situation. If he was really offended by what I had to say, then why not address me critically? Why not critically address the flaws in how I speak? Because you taking out of context and saying I'm mad for no good reason without showing the reason why I'm mad and saying why that reason is not a good reason is you making the situation worse. So you just proved my point of part 1 and 2 while saying that part 1 and 2 had no validity. Just, again, Ouroboros commentary channels, you guys. He's a part of the cycle. Your voice, your tone, oh my god, the tone police fucking come.
Crying at tears all over the internet.
Self-control.
This whole video is just crying at tears all over
Get some self-control and stop watching stuff that you can't listen to. That's what I said.
the internet. Stupid cow. And then accuses me of...
And he keeps calling me names because he's so offended that I called him a fucking idiot. Like, that's why he keeps calling me stupid, because he's like, she called me stupid. Like, you're so offended that I called you stupid, but you're saying that I think I'm right about everything. No, you thought that you were right. You thought that what you said was so smart and thought-provoking when you didn't put any effort into it. Then I called you a fucking idiot and you're
wasting
offended.
everyone's time. Well, that's ironic. You wasted everyone's time for 39 minutes.
No, I didn't. I actually proposed a solution. I said that if we just add one thing to videos, that will actually make the situation better. If we add any sort of thought-provoking questions, it will then provoke people to think critically on the issues, and then maybe we can find solutions to prevent people like Blair from doing all the things that she did to Click and all the other people who she attacked. That's what I said.
And the hilarious thing is, in that video, you said this is the first video we're going to watch, implying that there were more videos following it.
Yes, there are, and there's going to be this one, and then that should be it.
But it said the whole video, the whole 39-minute video, was about my 15-minute video.
It wasn't about your 15-minute video. I specifically said we're going to talk about how we got here. I said we're going to talk about the commentary community, and it's a part 1, so it wasn't a finished thought. You didn't even wait for part 2. Like, you didn't hear the whole thing. Oh my god.
Milking the runtime much?
It's not me milking the runtime. It's that it takes longer for me to cut down those things, and I have important points to add, and people like it when people dissect content. Some people do, some people don't. And I think that what I had to say was worth saying. Like, he's so mad and offended that my video is so long, when if you talk for 15 minutes, then you can tack 10 or 15 minutes onto my video, because I have to go through it. Like, even if I skip just a little bit of it, you know, like fast forward, I'm still playing the bulk of what you're saying. And then if I have to dissect it, if somebody says one sentence that has 5 lies in it, and then you have to dissect those 5 lies, you're going to at least talk 5 times longer than they did, on top of the inclusion of their original comments. So that is what heavily adds to the runtime. He doesn't get it because he doesn't make videos like that. Like, you do realize that if somebody makes a 15-minute video, they're going to get more watch time through that video than someone making an hour-long video, because most people don't sit through an hour-long video. So my average watch time is going to be like 5 minutes. I'll show you a screenshot right now. So I'm not milking the runtime because they're not watching. I'm literally wasting my time explaining all this stuff to people who aren't listening. And you don't know anything about that. So again, you're talking out your ass because you didn't take time to actually critically think on this because you're a fucking idiot. He can't take anything seriously. He just, whatever trauma he went through, something had to cause him to fucking be this way, where he just has to laugh about everything. It's just like, it's not my fault that you have this problem.
Well, what trauma did you go through to be such a miserable cow?
I've told people I've been abused my whole life, so I talk about abuse. And what you are doing is enabling abuse. Like, what are you talking about? He really thinks calling someone miserable is such an insult because he's so scared to be miserable. That's why he has to force himself to be happy all the time. He's been traumatized by something. I don't know what, but whatever. I'm gonna get triggered and start talking angrily again. I cannot control it.
It's not
I was literally talking about dissociation, but okay.
my fault that you have this problem.
That's not the same thing. Clicking on a video and watching it unable to hear what the person is saying means that you have no self-control to just not watch. If you're not going to listen, why are you watching? You being angry in response to a video that is bothering you, but you are listening and saying why it's a problematic video is not the same kind of self-control. You don't understand context and nuance, which is why you took my whole video out of context, further proving that you're a fucking idiot.
Like,
useless fucking guy. He's so upset. I think he's getting redder, actually. I don't know, but his ears are red now, like right there. Like, he's really mad. I think his neck is getting red too. Like, he said his room was hot, but he didn't look like that at the start of his video. His ears weren't red, see? And like his chin wasn't red. Like, and then it kind of calmed down, so he was getting less angry. And then he's like, it's fluctuating. Cannot control it.
It's not my fault that you have this problem.
Like, you clearly have no idea how content creation works. It would explain why your
He's starting to talk with his hands. He's getting upset.
videos are pretty much negative every video. It's because your format is absolute dog shit. The way you criticize my content is the reason why people are watching. You're just literally an energy vampire. And you say, oh, it's a rant video, it's a rant video. Yeah, you can make a rant video, still appear entertaining.
So you're gonna be promoting bad messages and I don't need it to be entertaining in the way that you need it to be. People still find the video. Not everyone is you. People still find it entertaining in their own way. Also, I thought you said I was milking the algorithm, but you're telling me that I gotta keep people's attention. Like, which one is it? So he said, if you didn't hear him,
Rant video is a rant video. Yeah, you can make a rant video, still appear entertaining.
when I specifically said, just add something. I said, if you're gonna comment on controversy, add something. I don't care if it's entertaining. I don't care if there's jokes. I don't care if you're repetitive. If you add something. That's what I said. And you're not gonna play it because it's gonna make you look like a fucking idiot. And you're so scared to look like a further idiot to your own fucking viewers. When they would probably respect you more if you were just like, I don't like the way that she said it. Even if he made fun of me this whole time, but at some point he acknowledged the actual point that I was making, this video would be worth it to some degree. But because he just was so lazy and stupid about it, this whole video is useless for that specific reason. And I highly doubt he's going to put that in context, what I'm saying, even though I've said it multiple times here. He's gonna leave all that out if he responds again or addresses it again, because it's true and he can't handle it, which is why he's so fucking upset right now. So you're gonna be promoting bad messages and that's gonna be your legacy. Your legacy is gonna be you being a fucking idiot for however many. Why did I say you're promoting bad messages though? You didn't show the context. Many years you're a YouTuber.
Honestly, I'd much rather leave a legacy
How are you a commentary channel and you don't actually comment on anything worth, like, let alone not listen to commentary? Holy fuck, man. Idiocracy. Many years you're a YouTuber.
Honestly, I'd much rather leave a legacy behind of being a complete idiot than a miserable bitch who sits there for 40 minutes judging other
He's so upset. Look at him. He's just like, you're a complete idiot. You're a miserable bitch judging everyone. Did you not judge people in your video? But I wasn't, well, I was a complete idiot, but I wasn't a miserable bitch. You were triggered. You definitely were, which is why you were scared to be negative, which is worse.
people for being in a good mood and making jokes. Boo, go away.
Being in a good mood about harassment and slander and all that stuff. Again, if you want to be in a good mood about it, that's fine. SWOOP did that, but SWOOP actually handled the shit appropriately. So one of the things the SWOOP kept doing is that she kept making these jokes all throughout her video, right? And she was being petty. She literally said, we're gonna go to petty university. But she still was able to be serious when necessary and stress the severity of certain things.
Imagine sharing his personal mental health things to 1.7 million subscribers. I don't know why Blair did this, but my take, this is the most blatantly manipulative thing Blair has done throughout the course of this entire controversy, and a prime example of power abuse, allegedly.
She even did it humorously. I will play the clip.
The main reason I wanted to bring this up is because this is the exact point where Blair's video turns from explainer to malicious weaponized petty that attempts to use somebody's mental health as a way of undercutting their arguments. That will get you expelled straight out of Petty University.
That is a humorous way of saying that she can no longer be called petty for her actions because that's how awful they are. And at another point in her video, she was stressing Darvo behavior and how toxic and serious it is.
This, in my opinion, is the most blatant example of something the Click mentioned in his thread about Blair weaponizing information about a person. Wonder had personal ideations. Wonder is crazy. And if I were to add more to this point, this is demonstrating instances of what is referred to as Darvo, D-A-R-V-O, a concept we've covered quite a lot here in these docs. DARVO stands for deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. These are pretty classic deflection tactics, and because, you know, this is a SWOOP doc, y'all know I like to arm you with information on how to better protect yourself against harmful behavior like this. So real quick, and then we'll get back to it, here are some ways on how to identify if someone in your life is using DARVO to gaslight you.
So that's an example of somebody who was commenting on all of this, made a very long video about it, but even if she had talked about it for 15 minutes, she still could have fit in that dynamic where it's like, okay, I'll be a little bit humorous, but I'm also going to stress that this stuff is serious. We can be entertaining about this, but you guys need to recognize that this is actually harmful and hurting people. So if you had did something like that, you would have added to the situation. You don't even have to be like her. You could have made the whole video a bunch of jokes in any way, shape, or form, even if they're lazy, and still add something. So if the Queen of Petty can do it, I'm pretty sure you can pull something out of your ass that's actually productive. And you yourself know you can. You said I'm right, and you said you could do a better job with being thought-provoking than you have been. So I really don't understand the point of your video when you know that what I'm saying is true. You know it's true. Like, the saddest thing is what I'm asking him to do is so small. I'm just like, just add one thing, please, at least one. I'm asking these commentary channels to say something that's thought-provoking, something to encourage their audience to think of solutions to prevent this behavior. Just one question to say, hey, you guys, what do you think led up to this? Something, anything would help, and they can't even do that. Yeah, I'm mad about that. It's possible, you just don't want to do it.
People for being in a good mood and making jokes. Boo, go away.
Your point?
I've had enough of this video now. Honestly, I'd rather be urinated on than listen to this crap. So
he's so upset. I'd rather be urinated than listen to this. That's how miserable he is. Like, he thinks that, oh, if you speak angrily, then you're just the miserable one. You are too.
go fuck yourself, Kurena.
Go fuck yourself.
Now, she made a second video.
I'm so happy, but go fuck yourself. I'm so happy, but I'd rather be pissed on.
Where it was titled, Illuminati is not the problem, you brought this on yourselves.
And you're not going to show it in context.
Yeah, you did, guys. It's your fault. Not mine, not Illuminati's, yours.
I didn't say that. You do realize the saying, she's not the problem, means that she is not the problem, the sole problem, that there is a system at play here and you were playing a part in that system. That was the purpose of the title and the thumbnail. So just like everyone else who I addressed in part 2, you got triggered by the title and the thumbnail. And so you didn't watch, you didn't listen because you were triggered. You were emotionally reacting and you couldn't hear through all that steam coming out of your ears and you took the whole thing out of context. It's so sad.
And basically she's responding to all the hate she got on the video she made on me. She deleted all the comments because they were criticizing her and
they weren't criticizing me. They were saying I said things I never said, and I pointed that out all throughout part 2. But you took that out of context because you can't actually respond to things critically. You don't know how. Like, that's why you're an idiot.
they're wrong. So that, they're wrong. So that's why she deleted them. It's a valid
No, they're not wrong. They lied. That's not the same thing. They lied.
point. She deleted the criticism because they didn't agree with her.
No, I deleted the criticism because it wasn't criticism and they took it out of context and said I said and did things I never said and did. They said that I didn't believe Click when the very start of my video was me saying that we need to do things to prevent this from happening to him, which means I did believe him. Comments like that. Like, actually watch the video and see why. He's trying to sum it up because he doesn't want people to watch it. He's like, please don't watch what she actually said. Or if you do, let me get you all angry like I am right now. So that when you go, you don't listen. Please don't listen to what she said because I don't want to be a fucking idiot. I don't want you to think I'm a fucking idiot.
Kind of makes sense in some sort of weird, fucked up world.
If the comments tell you this, that means you know that it makes sense, but you're not going to tell people why else she wouldn't have said it. This person said this, and they said that, and they said all these things. Oh, but you're being a hypocrite here because you said blah, 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 and it's got a bunch of likes and a bunch of other comments supporting it. Then people go back, oh shit, I don't want to watch that. He took it out of so much context. I specifically said that if they're saying a bunch of stuff that did not happen in that way, it's fine if people tell people what I said in the video. It's not fine if they put words in my mouth that I never said. And then people read that first and don't watch my video. Like, please tell me why that specifically is wrong. But you can't, because you are wrong and you're upset that you believe I am right. That's what it is. And also, by the way, who the fuck talks about something that they don't think they're right about unless they're just like a troll or something? Like, who criticizes things and doesn't think that their perspective at that moment is right? That doesn't mean that I'm right about everything. It means I speak on things that I believe in. And you're so upset that I can do that and people listen to me despite people like you. Even though it didn't fucking happen because you guys don't know how to listen.
If you post
I literally said it didn't fucking happen because you don't know how to listen, but you're not gonna show the context of that. Even though you're showing that I said it in there.
a comment and most people agree with it, there's a good chance that you're fucking wrong.
I am stupid. He took it out of context again. I said, just so that you guys know, most people are on the wrong side of history. So if you see a comment that's accusing someone of something with a bunch of likes, you just got to take the L, watch the video yourself and hear it for yourself, because there is a good chance that person could be wrong. I didn't say delete comments because there's a good chance it's wrong. Why would I say there's a good chance that someone's wrong about me? I would just know. I remember what I said because it's in my head. I'm clearly saying that they're probably wrong. So just to make sure whether or not they are, listen to it for yourself. And also my videos are long because I have to respond to your fucking video, which means that however long your video is, I have to play that and then talk on top of it and dissect it.
Maybe the reason you get such shit comments is because you make such dog shit comments.
Show the comments! Like, what are you talking about?
Think about that? No, exactly. You think everyone else is the problem, but you aren't.
He's so fucking mad. That's why he smiles so much, because he's like, if I smile, they won't think I'm mad. They won't think I'm mad. He's so upset.
Oh shit comments. You ever think about that? No, exactly. You think everyone else is the problem, but you aren't. That is your biggest flaw.
First of all, I am not the problem. The point that I'm making is that no one person is the problem. It is a system. And if we don't take responsibility, if we don't do our part and take responsibility in that system, then those people will get away with more. That's why, as a collective, commentary channels are the problem. Commenters are the problem. Blair is not the problem, but the system that got us to what she did in the end is the problem. Like, I'm promoting a message that actually matters, and you are once again trivializing that very important message. People need to learn that, they need to understand that, and you're trivializing it, which is making the situation worse. You are manipulating your fan base into not being critical thinkers so that you don't have to put effort in your content.
The biggest flaw in your character.
Also, you telling people not to troll me is, again, you not wanting them to watch my content. Like, don't go and harass her. Well, why don't you tell them, go listen to what she said for yourself? I told people that they could watch your video and hear what you had to say for themselves. I'm gonna link the video in the description. You can watch it yourself. I made clips in the beginning where people were already talking about it. So it's like, what are you adding to this whole thing? Jesus Christ. I just want to see if there's anything important to say.
Just make a little difference, or exactly the same. I mean, talk.
Now, I'm gonna watch this again outside of recording. I do that. So if I miss anything, I'll put it in here. But like, he's not saying anything important. I don't know. Maybe if I had yelled it, then you would have put it in your video. At what point did he say in this video, go listen and hear what she said for yourself, guys? I said it at this time, by the way. I didn't even wait the whole video to say it. He, however, made it where people didn't even know who I was. They kept asking him in his comment section, who is she? Who is she? Because they don't know. He didn't encourage people to watch it at all. The fuck?
But you aren't. That is your biggest flaw there. The biggest flaw in your character.
This is why he's so dumb. Because this is how he criticized stuff. Like, what he just said didn't fucking happen. And he really thinks it's such a thought-provoking point. That's why there's no filters and stuff.
You get such shit comments because you make such dog shit comments. You ever think about that? No, exactly. You think everyone else is the problem, but you aren't. That is your biggest flaw there. The biggest flaw in your character.
I figured out her flaw.
Is you think you're right and everyone else is wrong. You're here and intelligence is there. So you're almost there. But in between this little line here, you have to understand the reason that comment had so many likes is because maybe people agreed with them.
They didn't watch the video, though. You can't agree with assertions someone makes about something someone else said if there's no confirmation that they said it, you moron. So yes, the people liking it are just dogpiling on someone unjustifiably, and I will fucking delete that comment. And you want to know something? I didn't delete your comment because you didn't fucking do that. But if you go up in my fucking comment section, putting words in my mouth like you did in this video, I will delete that comment. I'm not going to do anything about your video because it's a video. You're held accountable. You are one person. You cannot make another YouTube channel and shred your stuff of your skin and say, yeah, I agree with Curtis. Everything he said, Kurena said is true. And then make another YouTube video and say the same thing. But in a comment section, somebody can get on multiple accounts and back up their own slander. That's why I'm blocking it. Please tell me why that is wrong specifically. But you won't, because I believe in what I'm saying and you think that what I believe is right.
But of course, it doesn't matter because they're wrong and you're right, so that's all that matters.
He's speaking so emotionally. I thought that the internet was just like jokes and, you know, if you get offended by anything, you're a snowflake. But just look at how he's talking with his hands. Says to all that. I'm doing the best that I can. You don't have to fucking watch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, you know, I'm gonna go back.
Here, an intelligence comment matter because
like, you gotta...
Right.
Okay, so he's about to play the longest clip that he has played so far from my video. Do you think it has anything to do with all the accusations he made about me being Blair's biggest fan, or me saying that no one can be happy ever, or actually any points that I made? No. He's going to take the only things that he can try to disagree with because he's dumb and he doesn't want to work on himself and improve and grow.
Right, so that's all that matters.
They're accusing me of having to put in all this effort into my videos. They're like, you gotta, you know, why don't you make your video shorter? You dragged it out. I have a bunch of fucking issues that make it hard for me to edit down videos that short. Like, people are holding small channels to higher standards, which I talked about in the first video, but it literally takes more time and effort. So just so you know, that means that he's playing a clip from my second video. Why would you play me revisiting something that I elaborated on originally? What?
to edit down a long recording. And it's even harder if you're struggling with ADHD and a poor fucking setup because, you know, I'm not a rich YouTuber. They have editors. They auto-edit their videos. So
I'm saying that the commentary channels that actually go in depth about stuff and dissect stuff, by the way, not this fucking 12-minute asshole over here. You don't need to auto-edit a 12-minute video. I also make short videos. They don't take that long to make. So hopefully he's not going to try to say, I don't do that.
I don't have access to all that. I'm doing the best that I can. You don't have to fucking watch.
Oh yeah, Kurena. Making excuses now. The biggest blagger I've
You didn't address it! You did not address it! She's just making up excuses.
ever heard in my life. I don't have editors either. I can't script just like you, because I have writer's block 24/7. I also can't keep attention on the script. My mind keeps going other places.
Yeah, and you have nothing to say. Like, what? Just because you say I didn't say anything doesn't mean I didn't. I played most of what you said, and even the parts I skipped, you could still make out what you were saying, and I told people to watch your original video. You didn't play shit that I had to say and then said I said nothing. And anyone with an ounce of critical thinking skills will see right through your fucking stupid ass. And you're just mad about it. You're trying so hard to stop them, but you won't stop people who actually listen. And that is the supporters that I want. If I cannot grow on YouTube with a group of people who think critically and actually care about problems and want to solve them, I don't want to grow at all.
You know, I can't focus on a script, so that makes both of us. But your excuse would be what? That I can't cut down a 40-minute video because there's too much to cut down?
No, I already cut it down, and I can't cut it down further because I literally can't think of what I need to cut out because of the ADHD and the dissociation. In my head at the time, all that stuff needs to be left in. Like, it was a much longer recording. You do realize that, right? Like, it was probably like an hour and a half or something that I cut down into 40 minutes. And that's just the base, because then I go in with inserts. So all of the extra recordings that I put in after my raw reaction is probably another hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours of recording. So all in all, a lot of my long videos is 3 to 4 hours plus of recording that I'm cutting out. And again, this is a dissection video where I have to explain all this stuff, especially to people who are hard of hearing or miss context. So that's as far as I can take it. To edit it down any further, I would have to spend an extra month on it, just watching it over and over again, losing my mind, listening to my voice on repeat, constantly wondering, okay, do I cut this out? Why not? And just like super hardcore thinking on it. Catering to who? You guys? Why am I going to put in all that effort and drain myself into burnout oblivion when you're not even going to watch? Again, I'm only getting 5 minutes viewed out of the hour-long video. And the reason why I keep doing it is because there is a small percentage that actually watches the video and they understand where I'm coming from. I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing this to just get subs. So I already put all that work in. That's what you're not understanding, because you're not listening.
All my videos are over an hour and a half, and I cut them down to 10 to 15-minute videos. So
that means that you... I'm sorry. Oh my God. If your videos are an hour and a half and you cut them down into 10 minutes and that's the stupid shit that you say, then I wonder what the fuck else you said. Because that means you think that's the good stuff, and that's fucking pathetic.
So what's the point then?
He doesn't get the point. He's proving it right now. Like, he's so dumb.
Everyone's got their own opinion.
Yes.
What's the point of a comment section if people can't disagree with you?
They can. You're making it up. Like, he really don't get that the vast majority of the comments that I've been getting keep telling me, oh, Blair, there's like, how you just gonna defend Blair? I never fucking defended her. So you're going away. Like, you don't get to just come in and fucking tell me that I'm trying to defend the actions of this disgusting fucking person when my entire video is about us needing to do more to protect people from them. You have no fucking right. Like, this comment is somebody who said that I can't take criticism. And someone like Curtis would be like, oh, they're just criticizing you. They're not allowed to say that in your comment section. Look at the other comment that they left. That's criticism? So I didn't even fucking watch the video. And I got a comment that I can't find right now. I don't know if I screenshotted it, but I get it every now and then where people are like, well, I want to leave a comment, but I don't want you to put it in a video and make a video about me. So you want to criticize me and talk about me and say all this stuff about me, but you're upset that if you do that, I might respond to you. Again, in real life, if someone talks shit about you, you can respond. People are okay with that. But online, they want to just say whatever they want about you, and you just have to sit there and take it. That's not the same as taking criticism. Taking on attacks and slander and bullying is not the same as taking criticism. But since the word take is in both of those scenarios, they conflate the two.
And then the other fucking majority of the comments is just like, you delete this person. Well, why don't you delete me? I got people saying, delete my comment. I'm like, okay. Like, yeah, if you want to fuck with me, I can fuck back with you guys. The only difference is you're helping me and they don't get it. I don't have time for that. That's not advice. That's not criticism. Oh, but it's free speech. I don't give a fuck. You don't have to be here. There was no point in you leaving it. It didn't help. It didn't do anything. And you won't be missed when you're gone. These people are out of their fucking mind if they think that I'm just going to allow people to come up and laugh at me in my fucking comment section. Oh, but that means you can't take criticism. People are talking to you in your fucking comment section and you're pretty much doing the same thing. You're just leaving it there. Wow, what a great person you are. You fucking slander me all throughout your video and then when you're called out for it, you can't even address it. Don't even try to fucking get on me or look at me for how I talk to people when you're just as fucking bad, if not worse. I'm just like, you can go away. Everybody's got their own fucking perspective. I gave you quote unquote advice all throughout my video. You didn't want to take it.
Criticism is the purest form of advice you can get. It's tough love. People can't disagree with you. Criticism is the purest form of advice you can get.
In what world is criticism advice? The way he views things, his perspective is so skewed and stupid. Like, oh my God. They really don't know what it means to take criticism. That is all up to your fucking interpretation. These people are out here seriously thinking that if you read all these hate comments, which has scientifically proven to have an effect on most people's fucking psyche in a very, very bad way, causing them to have depression, lack of motivation, all this other stuff, they think that if you delete that, you can't take criticism. And it's like, if I'm still uploading despite the fact that y'all are telling me to shut the fuck up and calling me names and saying stuff about me that's not true, and I'm still able to even read your comment to see whether or not I want to remove it, I am able to fucking take it. Bring it on. I don't care about your fucking opinion. What I do care about is the impression that your opinion leaves on my channel and how it affects other people who are going to see it and then not give me or the people in my comment section a chance. That is not the same thing as me not being able to take criticism, and you keep ignoring that. You keep acting like that's not a factor, and as if people are not allowed to defend their reputation against assholes like you, sending over idiots who don't even watch the video. You can't criticize something you didn't watch. Keep fucking trying to call me out for it. Keep skipping over that fact and try to call me out, and you look fucking stupid. You got people trolling you in your fucking comment section, making fun of you, insulting you, or accusing you of things you didn't do. You can block those motherfuckers. They're not making videos, and when they do, they don't share their actual fucking opinion. They do the same thing this dumbass does. It's funny, they don't even realize that people like him, when they don't censor their comment section, they censor themselves. And again, that's why he was so offended that I said he was a lighthearted YouTuber.
Because most of my videos are demonetized. Because I'm not a lighthearted YouTuber, like you called me.
But you are. You censor yourself because your comment section is uncensored and you're scared of what their free speech will say about you. You can keep acting like it doesn't matter, just like how you can keep acting like in your video you don't care about what I said about you. But you do. You do. And it's okay to care. For the record, even if your feelings are hurt, even if it sends you into a frenzy, like with you right now, it's okay to have your feelings hurt. That doesn't mean you can't take criticism. Insults are not criticism. Some insults can have criticism in them. It doesn't mean that they're criticisms. If I call you pathetic, that is not a criticism. That is my opinion. It's not the same thing. And if you're offended by that, it's okay. If you're offended by me saying that you're lighthearted, which I wasn't even trying to insult you. I didn't even realize that you paid attention to that because I forgot how much these YouTubers really think they're not lighthearted. They really think that they're controversial. It's still okay for you to be offended by that, even though it wasn't even intended to offend you. There was criticism in it, but you can get offended. It's okay. They really acting like it's not okay to be offended by things. You felt like you had to defend yourself because of my free speech and the effect that it'll have on your reputation and the effect that it had on your mind. Even though I was dislike bombed, it affected you so much you had to respond, and that is okay. And the difference between me and him is that I'm saying it's okay to have your feelings hurt, but what's not okay is for you to act like your feelings aren't hurt and to act like it's okay for people to just go around hurting other people's feelings unjustifiably. Yeah, I'm gonna come back at you. This nihilistic attitude you have is so problematic you don't even see it. It's kind of sad. I'm pretty sure that someone who spends an entire video taking someone out of context and making up lies about them and things that they said and twisting all their words is someone who has a harder time taking criticism than somebody who can actually just listen to what the person said and respond to it effectively in context. Like, you really are throwing stones in a glass house here, dude. Again, this is what I said I was exhausted by, these fucking commentary channels. I just realized the reason why he was saying that I am sucking out everybody's positivity is because I actually said that channels like his exhaust me. And you want to know something? Even though you said everyone was disagreeing with me and that they were right, there were other commenters who were like, yeah, this is exhausting for me too, because other people see through your bullshit and see how full of shit your fucking video is.
It's tough love. Someone gives you criticism. In a way, they're trying to tell you...
That's not criticism, so it's not tough love and it's not advice. It's slander.
...how you can improve. But no.
What?
It's tough love. Someone gives you criticism. In a way, they're trying to tell you how you can improve. But no. You don't see it like that.
I can take people's criticism, I can read it, I can comprehend it, I can choose whether or not I agree with it, and I can still recognize if that comment is going to be harmful to me and my reputation for new viewers if it's left up, while also understanding that I just don't have time to deal with their quote-unquote criticism. They get to say all that they want about me and I can't say anything about them because, oh, then you can't take criticism. Like, it's such an unfair fucking playing field. Again, the internet is worse than real life, Curtis, and that's what you don't fucking get. Because in real life, if you had 20 fucking people yelling at you and calling you names and saying things, people would sympathize with you for being bashed about all the time. But online, when you put your fucking voice out there, they're like, you warranted this. If I'm walking down the street and just saying how I feel about something to some people who want to listen to what I have to say, and then other people come up and tell me, you can't say with that because this and this and that, and you're wrong, and da, people would sympathize with me. But online, it's completely the other fucking way around because they're angry that you have the courage to say how you feel despite people insulting you all day. You're so upset that what I said, that clip actually had validity to it. And you yourself admitted it in my premiere. And you're trying to spin it back on me because you don't want to take responsibility. I genuinely hope that you actually meant what you said. And going forward, you add things to make the situation better through all your stupid fucking lazy jokes. Because yeah, you're using the same filters and the same editing style and the same stupid jokes and the same summary tactics as all these other commentary channels. You are the same as them.
It's tough love. Someone gives you criticism. In a way, they're trying to tell you how you can improve. But no. You don't see it like that.
So one thing you can do, which was my advice to you, to separate yourself from the rest and actually give your content some shred of integrity, it doesn't even take much effort, is the saddest thing, is to say one thought-provoking thing in your video. At least one would justify it to some degree, but you couldn't even do that.
You see it as them being stupid.
He's so glossy.
And not having any brains. So,
look at how shiny. He's so upset. He's just so mad.
Anyway, Kurena said all these things about me. Really mean she was. Do I care? Yes. The person through the screen on the internet, which is very much real life, hurt my feelings.
You were emotionally reacting. You didn't respond to anything I said, which means you were scared to actually criticize the things I had to say. Yeah, you cared. And then you went to my premiere. He went to my premiere. It's a premiere. He sat through the whole thing. Here's the proof. And even if he didn't, he kept coming back, commenting throughout. And you can go see the chat log. I actually cut out this big black gap in my video that I forgot to get out when I rendered it. So I went to the YouTube editor system and cut it out. But that gets rid of the premiere chat log. So I undid it now, and that big black gap is there, sadly. And now you'll be able to see his comments. So he kept coming back, but you don't care, right? Even if you made this video and genuinely didn't care, you wouldn't be talking in my premiere saying how much you love me. It's because you care. And you probably to some degree actually do like me, because as they say, jokes are rooted in truth. So you probably like some of the shit that I had to say and you can't fucking stand it, which is why you couldn't comment on it, because you know that what I said to you is right. Deep down, you feel like it's right, and you can't stand the fact that you liked it because it was criticisms against you.
So I'm going to go and cry, if that's okay. And one final message to Kurena, the Illuminati mega fan.
How? You never proved that I was a mega fan. Just lies. But they fucking ruined it, you guys. I can't give you guys the original part 2 that I want to do. It was just going to be me showing another channel mostly, and then a few examples of some things said in some other channels, because I already in depth went through the context in part 1. So I was going to be like, see, here's like some more examples of what I'm talking about. It's all over YouTube. And then I was going to show you guys that in comparison to like 1 or 2 good channels like SWOOP, and I forget the other guy's name, but he like covers YouTube news. I was just gonna show you that, but it's like the majority of everything I had to say in response to all that, I've kind of been addressing in response to all these fucking dumbasses. So there's no point in me even making it anymore. I'm just gonna, I put the SWOOP comment in earlier. I'm just gonna show you guys this clip real quick since I told you I would. So here it is.
I don't watch the Click, I don't know him, never spoken to him before, but from this video, he looks like a pretty cool, rational guy. And I said this since the start, why would he lie? He has everything to lose here. He's successful, he's relevant. It would be a completely different thing if this came from a YouTuber with like 5 subscribers, they got negative 10 views per video. They have nothing to lose, but the Click, I believe him because he has everything to lose here. He has a whole career to lose.
So there's the fucking guy, which is him basically saying he's not going to believe someone because they're small. He's not going to believe them because they don't have a support system. Like I said, these flaws are all across YouTube. And if you had to just shut the fuck up and waited, it wouldn't have all been towards you. Like, you don't even realize how much of this you brought onto yourself, which was the whole point of the title. You brought this on yourselves, not you brought Blair on yourself. When people address me unjustifiably, I tell them, well, you brought this next part on yourself. I wouldn't be making this video if you wasn't taking me out of context so much and trying to dogpile on me. So this video you brought on yourself. That's what the fuck it meant. If you had just waited, part 2 would have came up, things would have been put further in context. I would have given more examples. You wouldn't have felt so singled out, but you couldn't fucking wait. You were so scared of what the video would do to you. Being up, my free speech, you were so scared of what my free speech would do to you, you reacted. And you had to slander me because that's how scared you were of what I said. You purposefully timed your video to go up at the same time as mine. And you don't even realize that more importantly, you were scared of what your own commenters would think of you if you didn't say something, which was the entire point of me talking about how toxic anonymous accounts are online. And so because of all the hate that came my way with all this stuff, there was this one guy who at the start did the same thing that everyone else did. He was just like, Blair actually is the problem, which means he didn't watch my video, and I deleted his comment. And then he came back later and he was like, oh, I'm sorry about the comment that I left earlier. And he explained himself and his perspective after watching my video. And then he kept coming back because he was checking out the comment section and he kept seeing people do the same thing that he did. And he was so enraged at the reactions I was getting, because I'm not lying about those reactions. They were insane. He got so outraged to the point where he was like, you're all a bunch of psychos. And it's because he saw that no matter how rational he was, and no matter how rational any of the comments were, people just were not listening. Unlike him, they didn't give it a chance like he did. And that is stressful. So he was just like, you know what? You should just come back at all of them, since they want you to admit that you're wrong when they didn't even listen to you, and just make a title and thumbnail like, I was wrong. These are good channels. And I was just like, you know what? I think I might actually do that this time. Y'all keep accusing me of clickbait. And what I love about my thumbnails is that they're interpretive. And he was saying I was wrong all throughout the video. So it is technically in the video. And some of the channels in the video are good channels, like the small channels I've been highlighting, and SWOOP, for example. So I'm gonna do it because you guys are getting on my nerves. And I don't care. That's the closest to pure clickbait I have gotten throughout this whole thing. But setting that aside, there's one last thing I really need to address. Whether people see it or not, the proof is in the evidence. All throughout his video, he had this false confidence and this aggressive persona where he's just like really trying to tear me down. But when he was actually face to face with me in the premiere, he had a moment of vulnerability because it was just him and he was all alone and he was probably scared. But I'm not the caricature that you paint me out to be. That's why I just talked to you when you were there, despite you keeping that same mask on the entire time. He's the one who said that the internet isn't real life. And that's why even when speaking to me face to face, he still couldn't completely remove that, oh, it's all just jokes, I don't care about anything persona, while admitting that he needs to be more critical. The difference between me and him and the way that we see viewers is polar opposite, actually. He sees viewers as a road to helping himself. I see them as an avenue to reach people, and that doesn't mean that I know everything. Being vulnerable, speaking on your own flaws in ways for us all to improve can have lasting effects and reach out to people, which I do. I also share my opinions on things and things that genuinely upset me, but all of those things are ways to reach others and have an impact on others. That's how I see it, at least. And I have reached people, big and small, in ways that you may never know. But our perspective on what viewers mean is just completely different. And so I want to end this video by saying I am genuinely sorry for hurting your feelings. For what I said to have this much of an effect on you, who knows how much mental gymnastics you've been going through to react and respond to me while still keeping favor with your audience. It's not easy and it can be scary. But I had to say it in the way that I said it for reasons that maybe you will understand one day. So while on one hand, I feel bad for you and the effect that my words had on you, I still stand by my message and the way that it was conveyed, because this is something that you have to face. And that's why it needed to be said the way that it was said. That's the nuance of our interaction, in my perspective on it at least. Good can come from this, but not if you keep handling it the way that you are. You're making people lose respect for you by behaving this way. And if you don't care about that, that's fine. But you're not handling this appropriately. So I'm like falling behind on my content. I have so many videos that I need to put up, but I need a minute to be able to finish them. So I'm going to be working on them, but I'm going to be taking a break from putting up like the big videos. That way it gives me a chance to like catch up on it all. However, I'll still put up other videos. Like I'm pretty sure I'll still do Kurena's views and shorts, because I got a bunch of shorts that I wanted to make and put up. I don't know if I'm gonna do Let's Talks though, because depending on which one it is, they can also be time consuming to do. And I'm behind on my art videos, and I really want to upload more drawings. Like I can't wait for you guys to see some of these pictures I was working on. So I'm gonna work on all that stuff, catch up on everything, and then I'll finish up the Growth Joe stuff, and then we can get into the mental illness videos that I want to make. So the last thing I want to say here is that there are people who understand my message. What I'm talking about is affecting small channels and small creators all across YouTube, and they don't have a voice. That's why I did what I did, to get that voice out there, because people have been talking about this for years and no one is listening. I had a completely uncensored comment section for at least 4 years. You don't know what you're talking about when you say I can't take criticism. I took it all. And so if that means that all the hate's going to come down on me because the way that I did it, then so be it, whatever. You don't have to agree with the way that I did it, but I'm not seeing anyone else do it. So the point is, the people who need to get it, get it. And I appreciate you guys for sharing your stories with me about how you've been affected from these comment sections. I really think people should watch this documentary, which talks a lot about the effects that the internet has on people, something we've never, ever dealt with before in history. And freedom of speech is not freedom of consequence. So it's really important that we find some way to hold anonymous accounts accountable, or else there's going to be more people like Blair, because there are more people like her every day existing, and you can't catch them. It's happened to me. It's happened to other people. It's going to happen to more people. It could even happen to you. So with all that being said, thank you guys for watching, listening, understanding, and sharing your perspective and your stories with me. I will be back with longer videos soon, but it might be 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how long it takes for me to catch up on all the content. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.